Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, God of Israel is giving them hell. The kingdom of heaven is ours. Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, kings of kings, lords of lords, never yet lose a war. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world. I'm in my big boss lane, my drip sauce rain. I do not drive, look up in the sky, my whip on flames. I got a big black god, he got a thick long blade. I think it's ironic they looking at us like these niggas is off the chain. Yeah, I'm putting these dogs to shame. I'm taking your fortune and fame. I got the power like cable, so I show no remorse for Cain. My God don't play no games. You don't worship him, you get no rain. I'm whipping your ass every day, and I'm giving the Lord all the praise. I be the king of my city. Israel, we got him no diggy. We ain't gon' show them no pity. I turn a beast to a kitty. Yeah, we fresh and we keeping it jiggy. It get ugly, man, ain't nothing pretty. If you dumb, man, you cannot cheat me. I got my God and he with me. Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, God of Israel is giving them hell. The kingdom of heaven is ours. Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, kings of kings, lords of lords, never yet lose a war. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world.
See Esau hanging in trees, that's his new family tree. He can break madness from me. Ruling class status, I gotta listen to teach. Psalms 137 and 9. Oh God, this was so divine. Get out of line, off with their head. Like what the hell wrong with his mind? I say castrate all they men when they born. Take away sex from their nation. For the deception of immaculation. 20-year-old virgin insemination. This ain't the time of their racist and slavery. Man, I want double upon double in payment. I want them fighting for my entertainment. Mortal Kombat in real life, no PlayStation. Annihilation. Lord, I've been waiting so patiently. Thank you for waking and saving me. My fathers got what the hell was they thinking? Enslaving me. I want them to become make-believe. That's right. Now we ain't playing, we taking these nations and making their name and seeds. Just like it said when you get Obadiah 18 and read, that says the Lord God of Jacob's seed.
Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, God of Israel is giving them hell. The kingdom of heaven is ours. Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, kings of kings, lords of lords, never yet lose a war. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world.
Young Beezy just kicked my line. Told me that it was time. Told him his timing's impeccable, cause I got a lot on my mind. He told me the topic was payback on Edom. I told him that I'm about to eat him. When we get into the kingdom, I'm taking his freedom, bet nobody feed him. Ain't no food stamps or no Section 8. But if there was, you would qualify. I would still deny you anyway, cause in this kingdom I am your God. Look at me, I am the captain now, so this is no time to relax. Ain't no denying the facts. If I hear you talking, then I'm killing you dead in your tracks. Be at attention whenever I call. Everyone better be standing up straight. If you are slacking or if you are lacking, then I'ma be whipping that ass in a shake. This is your fate, and you at the end of your rope. Now tie it around your throat, tight it up so that you choke. This is the payback for all of your wickedness and your continual stroke.
Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, God of Israel is giving them hell. The kingdom of heaven is ours. Bodies all over the floor. If they don't keep the law, kings of kings, lords of lords, never yet lose a war. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world. 144 tau, 144 tau, 144 tau. We taking the world, we taking the world.
Hey, is that a bird? Is it a plane? Hey, but they black. I'm greater than a superhero, yeah, I'm about to take off. I'm a prince, I'm royalty, fly with my cape off. And yeah, I got my power from the king. I'm keeping commandments and I'm staying clean. Israel is the greatest that you ever seen, and ain't no mistake, y'all. Hey, greater than a superhero, yeah, I'm about to take off. I'm a prince, I'm royalty, fly with my cape off. And yeah, I got my power from the king. I'm keeping commandments and I'm staying clean. Israel is the greatest that you ever seen, ain't no mistake, y'all. Sing the Lord a new song, I'm sending up praises. Y'all's amazing, quickened my spirit so heavenly. Kept me alive for another day, his mercy rains down heavily. Charity making a better me. You ain't seeking repentance, you better be. Wanna make it to heaven to see the king. Can't imagine the kingdom is about to be. 12 gates with the 12 name, 12 foundation, 4 walls round. 12 angels standing at the gate, went from kings, rocking 12-point crown. I'm just speaking the prophecy, teaching it properly. Jacob, now wake up, return to the Lord. Holy Joseph, that's where you slaying, man. Nations gon' fall on the glittering sword. Faster than a speeding bullet, we look like a locomotive or a plane. Spiritual X-Men with the power, fighting red juggernauts, that's Cain. Trusting the prophecy, and he came. Stay in the book, but this ain't no comic. Gotta do power, I spit flames. MCU, see how I'm coming. Hawk out with the vision, I'm hooked with the hammer. War machine, and we bringing the damage. Iron Man, we too heavy to handle. We got the light, they can't blow out the candle. Prince of the power with purple rain. Israelite law on my brain. Kal-El, I'm a Superman. I'm in the booth, looking how I change.
Greater than a superhero, yeah, I'm about to take off. I'm a prince from royalty, fly with my cape off. And yeah, I got my power from the king. Keep it commandments and I'm staying clean. Israel is the greatest that you ever seen. It ain't no mistake, y'all. I'm greater than a superhero, yeah, I'm about to take off. I'm a prince from royalty, fly with my cape off. And yeah, I got my power from the king. I'm keeping commandments and I'm staying clean. Israel is the greatest that you ever seen. Ain't no mistake, y'all. I'm telling you straight, my nation the greatest that you ever witnessed, and ain't no mistake. Holding my head, yeah, I said what I said. I stand on my word, so clearing some space. I'm taking my place, #1 on the podium. Heathens exalted, they full of their sodium. Earth is ours, yeah, we taking it over. Got spiritual power, word of Jehovah. Hey, hallelujah, I'm sending up praises. Look, it's amazing. Chariot wheel whipping through the atmosphere. Independence Day, when we out of here. Yo, this prophecy properly moving. It's manifest destiny, life is a movie. Heavenly screenwriter with the word play, and our life is living what the word say. I endure to the end. I want a reward, a ruler should crown me. I was groping at noonday. I was lost in the dark, yeah, how I can't found me. Now I'm here on a mission. We used to be under derision. I dare them to clown me. Won't hear from the heathen when we in the kingdom. They legacy never be found. Be. I'm a ministry mover. I used to be out here a loser, but now I'm a changed man. I died in the flesh, but now I'm a god, so now you can call me an X-Man. It's miraculous, marvelous men. Black as a night and they can't comprehend. End of the world is just to begin, and move out the way off the faith coming in. Greater than a superhero, yeah, I'm about to take off. I'm a prince from royalty, fly with my cape off. And yeah, I got my power from the king. Keep it commandments and I'm staying clean. Israel is the greatest that you ever seen. It ain't no mistake, y'all. I'm greater than a superhero, yeah, I'm about to take off. I'm a prince from royalty, fly with my cape off. And yeah, I got my power from the king. I'm keeping commandments and I'm staying clean. Israel is the greatest that you ever seen. Ain't no mistake, y'all. Ain't no mistake.
Fellas, throw your trumpets in the sky, let
Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake them down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake them down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock. Hey, I'm a workaholic, boy, don't play with me. Hey, no breaks, do this till the death of me. I'm with Elohim, careful what you say to me. Better watch your talk. We been the chosen ones, I heard you claim to be. Yeah. What do you got, hey, what do you got? What do you got, cause talk is cheap. What do you got, you see me say. Yeah, we got that remedy. What do you got, hey, what do you got? Heard you got that kill for me. What do you got, cause I need help. What do you got, cause talk is cheap. So I dedicate to do this every week. Yeah, we not moving corners, so they thinking that we weak. Yeah. Never get it twisted, ayy, don't sleep. We the sanctified, we pull up to your hood to clean the sheet. Yeah, yeah, and I'm blessed. Wolfie on the crest, yeah. All I do is raving, praying for the rest. To the east, from the west, on a quest, never rest. About that work, dog, about it, I'm obsessed, yeah. Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake them down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake them down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock.
Hit the block, make it hot, they be shocked, that's a wop. Watch a doctorate, head chop, body drop, get the mop, this a jam, this a bop, for the flock, top of top, how much love, that's a lot, on the quest, not a yacht, got a Glock, it don't pop, that's a prop, nigga stop, ain't no fear in the mirror, check your spirit watch, we just pick a corner, we any money home, from here to California, we pull up at this corner, kamikaze sliding like conveyor bells, if you try to play the prophet, you gon' play yourself, Saturday to day, we on the way with help. Big soldier, we take orders like okay, what else? Check the stats, all facts, never cap. We be everywhere we at, on the map, in the trap. Me and Jock, back to back, boots black, script strap. Listens with that, this and that. Friday night, take a nap. We wake up, it's a wrap.
Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake them down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake them down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock. Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake them down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake them down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op, and we talking how we walk it, yeah, this is how we rock.
Yeah. We here. Look, pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Apply the pressure, apply the pressure. Pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Pressure make them,
Pressure draw that line in the sand. Pressure turn a boy to a man. Pressure smack them toys out your hands. You did all that you can and gotta do it all again. Facing pressure, we up by the action and I noticed your absence. Is it your ovaries acting? Are you overreacting? Do not fold like a napkin, just tap in if you lacking. Pressure get a diamond cracking, but prophets don't collapse. Fear the one that throw the soul and body in Gehenna. The pressure cooker simmer, we watching your nerves trimming. You trying to hold the line and hold your dinner. Stress expose pretenders, pressure gets so tremendous. But just remember, pressure when you turn the other cheek for another week. Pressure when they call from overseas, try and hurt the sheep. Pressure using precepts to fight the pressure. It's when you outlast your predecessors. Heavy message, it's overtime and overdrive, you know the vibes. The booster field is oversized, I'm powered by the sun. Solarized Pressure mean protecting the team by any means. It's marching 1,000 deep through Cabrini Green. It ain't Peachy Keenan's bishops, deacons with swords leaking, keep it watch. It's you and you on the corners feeding flocks. It's notifying every nation that had us in them stocks and tell them it's time to hold this L like it's 3 o'clock.
Pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Apply the pressure, apply the pressure. Pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Pressure make them, I realize the Most High's tactics is pressure active. No need for toiletries, wickedness can't be cleansed in bathrooms. They throwing shots at us like liquor bottles of medical genocide. Really, I am inclined to get close with God. Shoots and ladders, climb the guy, using your head for leverage. What's pressure? 400 years and tears, enslaved on multiple tears, it's clear. Pressure is nothing we fear. Pressure cause innovation. Pressure bring reputation. Either get honored or name tainted, get trampled and died, raiment enduring while y'all fainted. The game shifted. You won't control us no more, cause this is a new system. My people is brain dead, but this is a new dementia. A dimension, Babylon politicians. Same game with different players. A haunted house, it get crafty at different layers. I'm saying, photo out, but we opted you out. Brothers leave, man, it take nothing to drop you out. Pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Apply the pressure, apply the pressure. Pressure make them fall like a crumbling wall. Pressure make them fall like they lost it all. Pressure to these guys, pressure to them all. Pressure make them,
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
Most desolate. This white man got to be made most destroyed. Every last one of them got to go. And if you don't like that, if you don't like the Bible, you got a problem with the word of God. Come on.
And cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth.
Everybody got to go.
You are now flying.
That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide. Look, that's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide. Look, brothers talk, prophets down the ride. I catch Edom in the kingdom, then it's genocide. Keep a sword on my hip like it's repent or die. So much power in my feet that I let you slide. You can't beef with a god, these impossibles. I smack Sue Kim, this rhyme is unstoppable. If more up in the building, these dogs is not friable. Got angels at the gate, so the crib is unrobbable. Pay your taxes, cause believe me, we don't garnish checks. I'm rolling with the king of terror, so we garnish next. You remember that we guys, we ain't gotta flex. And I'ma make them see emojis, I ain't talking text. They get no heathen passes, no Eminem. Got MK power, so Kareem might finish him. Blessing like I'm in a gym, put Esau on a pair of Timbs. They see me in this grim, no trick on turn limb from limb. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide. Look, that's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide.
It's about to go down, I'm about to go dumb. Take a Edomite, baby, bust his head against some. Take a old Ishmaelite, cut his hands off of some. It's time for recompense and I ain't trying to hear none. Beat the brakes off a Kush, jab, jab, hook. About to gain some SL, Super Sands on the crook. Am getting stumped, beast mode like a crump. Knock him up for fun, have him looking like the monk. Pistol skull with a stone, get my King David on. God warrior in my blood from the tribe David from. More fights, get it too, and just standing with a sword. Give them all kung flu, pestilence from the Lord. On the job, looking friendly, either you can miss me. Over time, I'm rusty, I know who the enemy. Every time I see the smiles in my head, I'm like, wow. Can't wait for Kash to come, I'ma put him to the plow.
That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide. Look, that's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe.
That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide.
I'm here to chop you in pieces and use my telekinesis. Mental notes on what you did, and this is my thesis. I'm a king of a king, and I'm ready to bring all this pain and this terror that was given to us. I'm back to devour, we reign without a shower. Here to pop them collars, ain't talking about clothes. Your dress is up, you exposed. You not a friend, you a foe. I'm here to drop them bows on your head till it explodes and run it back like Bo. I touch down with the glow from the chariot door that swung down real low. This for my sis, my bro. My vital kill them slow. From ear to ear, blade go. Faking CB4. You ain't Yehudi, I know. No escape, no more. A captive is yo. Time millennial. Shackled head to toe. Your eyes facing the flow. A gospel vibe for show.
That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide. Look, that's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe. That's a vibe, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. I catch Edom in the kingdom, best believe it's genocide. Genocide.
Dream me a dream for better days. Pray me a pray for Jah fi pass my way. Oh please won't you come to save me from my misery. Too long me there in a slavery and I gone astray.
Samurai, man a fierce. Flex pan the devil with his spiritual muscle. Warfare with the demon, them we a tussle. Jah dep on which side, Satan I get defeat. They got great feel with enemies, grab a shovel. Get them all the shirt off of your back, them still I love you. Bite the hand we feed them, turn round and them a cuss you. Never get a chance to do it again, me learn me lesson. Just because me smell up with a boy, no mean me trust you. Dream and I pray for better days. Can't come around way, you can stuck in all your ways. Parasite, them can't elevate. Them not really with it, them just going to our fears. Man a be shot to the feet, put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want see me slip. Stay close to the real ones when seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life, I saw the damn thing set. Man I cycle to the east, me no have no regret. That walk you perilous, you better watch how you step. If you loyal, eternal life you a get.
Dream me a dream for better days. Pray me a pray for Jah fi pass my way. Oh please won't you come to save me from my misery. Too long me there in a slavery and I gone astray. So me say Jah, me beg you for your mercy. Jah, won't you please come rescue me. Jah, you are the king of kings. Me say Jah, I'm done Saddam and Babylon. Jah, save your people Israel. Jah, stop the pain and suffering. Jah, me tired of this slavery. Jah, won't you hear my cry today? Dream me a dream for better days. Pray me a pray for Jah fi pass my way. Oh please won't you come to save me from my misery. Too long me there in a slavery and I gone astray.
What you know about hard life? Blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice. No money and you can't pay your bills. Living in a poverty no nice. Living in a poverty no nice. In a nice. Be within a sardine and rice. White rice. House full of roach and mice. Minimum wage can't suffice.
Dream me a dream for better days. Pray me a pray for Jah fi pass my way. Oh please won't you come to save me from my misery. Too long me there in a slavery and I gone astray.
Good vibes in the area. Well, man a fighter from the start. I mean don't carry grudge in the heart. Hatred make you turn from your people. Wise up, baby, smart DJ. Turn up the guys from the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in the heart. We no carry grudge in the heart. Everybody feel right. Good vibes in the place all night. Cause we no carry grudge, be people. We no have time for your study, no evil. Don't make them catch up with the bad energy. Smiling on your face, but we put in the road. Dream team touch the scene, everybody scream out. Wait up, turn up the lights from the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in our heart. We no carry grudge in our heart. DJ, turn up the lights from the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in our heart. We no carry grudge in our heart.
Energy them not real, them a fake.
Cut the grass low so we get to see this near them.
Pass the cutlass, give me the rate.
And a long time I don't tell us that the whole of them a fake.
Them can't hold me down, cause it's a party night. Good vibes in the air, tonight me feeling right.
But I'm on a hypocrite, but I'm on a parasite. Them just show themselves for day, but them come out tonight.
Them a vampire, I run from the light.
Them just remember every day, them spirit no right.
Them a combine evil, too much idle time.
So whatsoever in a dark coffee come in a light.
Turn up the lights on the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in our heart. We no carry grudge in our heart. DJ, turn up the lights on the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in our heart. We no carry grudge in our heart.
None of them no really smiling at me face, me realize. Just give me the strength, me see they might be spiritualized. Still I enduring at this struggle when the pressure rise. Man, I be also lean at the giddy and be stay alive. No sweat and tears, endure self-sacrifice. Still not give up, cause my mind rest on a price. Just give me strength for overcome my enemies. Them full of hatred, them full of jealousy. Man, true to the thing, we no fake, we no counterfeit. All know for them, what they know them full of. Be perfect, Israel never quit. Have to be hurt in the fire, so me tell you this. Man, true to the thing, we no fake, we no counterfeit. All know for them, what they know them full of. Be perfect, Israel never quit. Have to be hurt in the fire, so me tell you this.
Turn up the lights on the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in our heart. We no carry grudge in our heart. DJ, turn up the lights on the start. Ring tune, pull it up, celebrate cause we no carry grudge in our heart. We no carry grudge in our heart.
Mad. That's what oppression do to you.
Yeah.
Your way out.
Yeah. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'm a god like that. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'ma fight till I take my land back. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'm a god, how I die like that. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'ma fight till I take my land back.
Yeah, it's killing me, conquered by my enemies. But I thank the Lord, cause the Levi strength is still in me. Knocked me off the ships, I remember what you did to me. We've been here for centuries, ain't no time to back down. I'm trying to get back now. Gunshot, gunshot, gunshot in my area. This is getting scarier, this is not a fairy tale. Leave you in the street, dead body, dead on barriers. And if you got beef, they turn you to a vegetarian.
Thank you. Hitman, ça va plus vite, José. Monsieur, yo tout est monsieur. Yo tout est monsieur. Ça va bien là. Ça va plus vite. Oh, yo are you know? Yo are you know?
Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'm a god like that. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'ma fight till I take my land back. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'm a god, how I die like that. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'ma fight till I take my land back.
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. It's in my genes, guys. Moon on me until when we die. With Northern Kingdom, I got more friends. Those my folks there. Me, hermanos, and my co-heirs. Still, I'm mad. Oppression comes with wrath. Look what they did to Gad. They made us walk the path. We wailed on the trail like ladies in travail. Overflow with tears, weighted by some sinner scales. Sales has separated sons and daughters. Defamation, aggravation, deprivation, rape and slaughter. Water.
of affliction with the dripping. After Mister brought the ships and they were stripping us and giving whippings.
Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'm a god like that. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'ma fight till I take my land back. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'm a god, I would die like that. Oppression makes a wise man mad. I'ma fight till I take my land back.
Got a precept, what you waiting on? You need a damsel in distress to put your cape on. Need me to spot you some change to use the payphone. Only the electors call, this is a collective call. I need you to correct me when I'm going off. See everything in writing, picking up the pen and let the Holy Spirit guide you. Israel, what I'm scribing, wolfish sheep clothing got you tidy. Pressure bust pipes to make diamonds. We in Sierra Leone, call it perfect timing. Wise as a serpent and ferocious as a lion. Still gotta be cool.
Wild like a serpent, they can't watch my moves. I be on all the things that they can't do. I be trying every day. Easy be all on me, get out my face. I gotta be cool. Wild like a serpent, man, that's how I move. They be on my back like, can I move? Look, man, that's how I move.
This is how I move. Fringes on my garment, Israel on my name tag, me and my Bible play tag. Truth gon' make that smile sad. You a dog in God's eyes, slavery gon' make that tail wag. They think they in control like crash dummies, no airbags. Sweet low, sweet chariots, damn, now I got jet lag. Mock at your calamity like music to my ears. Call this track, yo, agony. Israel united in Christ, Prophet Academy. Fake friends make fake bonds. Serpents crawling like napalm. Another 2-8 snake killer cause I stay calm like James Bond. Giving out laws like hotcakes, blowing your face like mail bombs. All teeth but a smile fake.
Gotta be cool. Wild like a serpent, they can't watch my moves. I be on all the things that they can't do. I be trying every day. Easy be all on me, get out my face. I gotta be cool. Wild like a serpent, man, that's how I move. They be on my back like, can I move? Look, man, that's how I move.
I gotta be cautious, the world lawless. See, they want Rovers and Porsches, I want the Starship. Caesar boy running them up, he in my target. We on the block, making it hot, fire department. Honking, oh you can shake like it's Harlem. Them garments like jerseys, my jewel is set ballin'. The court we on highways and hedges giving the message. This gospel gon' bubble, my jewel the effervescence. Put God first, we gon' stand for the law. We had manacles on, now tabernacling the John. Ooh, my home the flesh, no attacking the gods. This vernacular odds, the chosen people of God.
Gotta be cool. Wild like a serpent, they can't watch my moves. I be on all the things that they can't do. I be trying every day. Easy be all on me, get out my face. I gotta be cool. Wild like a serpent, man, that's how look, that's how I move.
Oh, so many mistakes I done made in my life. And these chains on my brain got me going insane. I got left cause I didn't know right. Don't do it for fortune and fame. For the Lord we enduring the pain. And I'll praise to the Father, He's showing us mercy. But you play with life like a game. But I blame myself for my downfalls. And I just been praying that you see the light whenever I'm around you. I hope that it's bright and shines in the night. I hope that you find yours. Focus and don't let your crown fall. Put my trust in the Lord throughout all. Lord's willing I'm found without flaw. Understanding. Anybody out there, I am stranded. And I'm damaged. Anybody out there, I am stranded. And I need help. So I lean on the scriptures and seek out the kingdom, the spiritual wealth. And nobody knows me the way that I know me, I'm working on self. That sinning is bad for my health. Thank the Lord that I'm part of the 12. Take a look at how far we have fell.
I like how we abandoned everything the Father done, can't understand it. How far we fallen, look where we landed. I'm praying that they let me go. I'm out here stranded, like cause the crazy things we do. Meditate on things that change my mood. Take it day by day, He's coming soon. Every day, gotta survive, I could die today. Lot on my mind, gotta meditate. But I'll be fine if I find a way. Cause I've been trying to get better, switch up my options. To get far away from what I've been. And jump to the hand, I ain't stopping. Out here it's too cold. I'm stranded, I'm all alone. I don't know anywhere else I could go. Cause I like how we abandoned everything the Father done, can't understand it. How far we fallen, look where we landed. I'm praying that they let me go. I'm out here stranded, like cause the crazy things we do. Meditate on things that change my mood. Take it day by day, He's coming soon.
Lord, forgive me for the things that I do. Stuck feeling stranded without no vision of you. Where would I be without you? Don't find no ease without you. I've been deceived without you. It's all on me to find you. Got here with them trials, now I gotta face this thing. Come through on a regular basis. Different color, all them different than faces. Everything trying to take away my greatness. Oh Lord, oh Lord, yeah. Can you tell them like
how we abandoned everything the Father done, can't understand it. How far we fallen, look where we landed. I'm praying that they let me go. I'm out here stranded, like cause the crazy things we do. Meditate on things that change my mood. Take it day by day, He's coming soon. Let me go, my God.
quieren ver mi pan. Ey, 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar, cause you won't. Ey, taking this truth as a joke. You're gonna end up on that nuclear smoke. Yeah, somos los hombres de Dios. Y cuando llegamos le damos con todo. Yeah, and we want all of the smoke. The men of the Lord, we don't beg, we don't fall. Yeah, somos el pueblo de Dios, el pueblo de Dios. Yeah, the Lord he calls me follow. Don't know about tomorrow. The time we have is small. Pienso antes que alto. Pa' siempre un tiempo largo. Pa' que más dentro del lago. Que están esperando. No se están preparando. Pa' que llegue el Señor. I show my faith by applying the law. I put my faith and I wait on the Lord. Mi Cristo es blanco mentira. Que viene pa' todos mentiras. La verdad la cara le tiran. Provocan a Dios a la ira. La gracia ya casi se expira. Ya casi se expira. Yeah, abre los ojos y mira. Yeah, y de nación escogida. Yeah, to turn this whole world upside down. All we need is the Bible and read it. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Cause you know.
Taking this truth as a joke, you gon' get all of this biblical smoke. Hey, no, I can't fall, I can't fold. I pray to God that the line I could hold. These like the days in the boat. When the flood came, they ain't flow. Hey, like you know, faith in the things that he spoke. Changing my ways from before. Y tengo que seguir la santa palabra. Andar en el mundo a mí me mataba. Antes que regrese Cristo, escuchen esta palabra. Now I just wait on the Lord. Estoy esperando, Señor. Wake up the 144.
12 rejas, 12 ángeles, 12 tribus. Dime dónde tú crees que va a entrar. Afuera del reino con perros y enemigos. Arrepiéntase hoy van a estar. Con la espada y con el fuego que viene Cristo para la tierra purificar. 12 rejas, 12.
We be getting missing, cause we be on a mission. We be on that stacking bricks that's taller than the ceiling. What the hell is you doing? Watching us gon' get you left. You be hating and you chasing, now you running out of breath. We be shining on the high, cause we be grinding on the low. Where you at and who you with, and tell me where you about to go. What the hell is you doing? Worry about what you doing. All you doing is showing. Get your mind off us and worry about what you doing. Hey bro, I can see your mind touching on our topics. Not me. I can see your nose snooping around our projects. You can't stop this truth, can't slow down this progress. Better repent right now, cause you ain't dropped that project. Real talk, peel off, left him with his grill off. Blaming us cause he done fell off. All in your sins and made him run off. Well, you need to stop shooting them goddamn eyeballs. We be swishing over here, fishing over here, using scripts, no bait. You be scrubbing over there, struggling and fake loving all in my face. Yeah, bro, some of these fake cats wanna take our place. Got they eyes all on our plate. You need that milk, stop eating that steak. We be getting missing, cause we be on a mission. We be on that stacking bricks that's taller than the ceiling. What the hell is you doing? Watching us gon' get you left. You be hating and you chasing, now you running out of breath. We be shining on the high, cause we be grinding on the low. Where you at and who you with, and tell me where you about to go. What the hell is you doing? What you doing? Worry about what you doing. What you doing? All you doing is showing. Get your mind off us and worry about what you doing. I know just what you doing. Stack no bricks on you.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Christ bless. You are now tuned in to the Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes. That's right. Captain Gaddy to the right. OCD Riel. On my left.
Soldier Gaddiel.
And you are now tuned in to the Natives Hour. All praise to the Most High.
Happy New Moon.
Happy New Moon. Happy New Moon for all you that actually believe that we should be keeping the feast days and congregating. But that's another
convocating.
That's another.
There you go.
Topic right there. I'm not even gonna touch that.
Bring it out.
We're gonna leave that for fix your face.
Oh,
right. Fix your face. So all praises to the Most High. Here on Natives Hour, where we go over how the so-called Hispanics and Native Indians, you are actually the biblical Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
And you know, it depends on the circumstance. We may have to throw a little Judah articles in there sometimes because some stuff just be too outrageous to pass by.
Right.
Be too outrageous to pass by. Sometimes we gotta throw Judah, Levi, Benjamin in there.
Hey.
The so-called blacks, the so-called Haitians, so-called West Indians.
Right.
We gotta throw y'all in the midst of the Natives Hour show sometimes because the thing just be too outrageous. Like today, your ass on the show. I'll listen right now. Today, your ass is on the show.
I was gonna say that's preconceived notions.
I'm telling y'all that right now.
He about to bring it out on
Yes, this is the Natives Hour. Yes.
Southern Kingdom about to get
absolutely. This is the Natives Hour. But we gotta show love to everybody. We gotta show love to everybody. Judy, your ass on the show. Your ass is on the show today. All right, man, let's get right into it, man. Let's jump right into it. What we got up first, y'all? What we got up first?
Fox News attacks Native Americans after Vice President Harris calls on Americans to reckon with its shameful past.
Vice President Kamala Harris, right? They say she's a black Indian woman when she is not a black woman. She is not a so-called African American woman.
Right.
She's a dark-skinned East Indian woman.
That's right.
She's a dark-skinned East Indian woman.
What?
Read that again.
You gotta get off of the screen.
Fox News attacks Native Americans after Vice President Harris calls on Americans to reckon with its shameful past.
Go ahead.
On Monday, tribes across Indian country commemorated Indigenous Peoples Day from Alcatraz Island to New York City and throughout hundreds of tribal communities in between. The commemorations and celebrations featured singing.
So for those that don't know, last Monday was, or Sunday, I forget, Columbus Day, Columbus/Indigenous Peoples Day.
What?
Right?
How,
yes.
Sway? How?
Absolutely right. It's confusion. It's confusion. So this is what was going on that day. Monday, tribes across Indian country commemorated Indigenous Peoples Day from Alcatraz Island to New York City throughout hundreds of tribal communities in between. So the so-called Native Indians, the way they celebrated Columbus Day, the way they celebrated Columbus Day was a day of mourning.
Right.
There was no celebration.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. The way the white people and lost Negroes and Hispanics celebrated Columbus Day was a day of cookout.
Right.
Barbecue.
Get together.
A day off from work.
Beers and drinking.
Yeah.
Every time.
Giving up thanks and praise to Columbus.
Right.
Worshiping the white man.
Damn.
Worshiping their god, Caesar Borgia.
I hate it here.
For allowing Columbus to come bring us a better life.
Man, y'all tripping.
What?
Y'all tripping.
Tripping.
Go into the article.
Thank you. Thank you for that soundbite.
Read on, bro.
The commemorations and celebrations featured singing, dancing, and speeches laced with truths recognizing the struggles Indigenous people face today.
Go ahead.
The next day, Vice President Kamala Harris, the first black, Asian, and woman vice president.
What?
It's amazing how they broke that up into three categories. The first black, Asian, and woman vice president.
Bro, what are you talking
That's
about,
confusion
man?
right there. That's confusion right there. We ain't gonna go into that. But Kamala Harris is not a African American woman. All right, she's just a dark skinned East Indian. That's all she is. With the damn dots in the middle of the eyebrows.
Right.
That's all she is. Go ahead.
Vice President of the United States addressed the National Congress of American Indians. Vice President said to the NCAI, Delegates, since 1934, every October, the United States has recognized the voyage of the European explorers who first landed on the shores of the Americas.
Devils.
But that is not the whole story. That has never been the whole story. Those explorers ushered in a wave of devastation for tribal nations.
A wave of devastation.
Right.
So you gotta understand something. They know this thing.
For real.
She's the vice president. You best believe if she know, Biden knows,
right?
Everybody under them knows.
That's right.
All the governors and the
politicians,
city council, right? The politics, everybody know what really happened.
That's right.
Bring it out. Read that part again. Since 1934.
Since 1934, every October, the United States has recognized the voyage of the European explorers.
The United States have given recognition to the voyage of the white devils, man. Listen to this. Who first landed on the shores of America.
Right.
This is what they teach in the schools.
Yep.
Come on now, dog.
Every year, America gives, it says since 1934.
Damn.
Come on, man.
That's almost 100 years.
A long-held tradition.
Look at that.
That's almost 100 years.
Right.
We 10 years short?
They still holding it strong. Still holding it strong.
Still, they give recognition to the voyage of the white explorers, devils, who supposedly first landed on the shores of America. Ha! Go ahead.
But that is not the whole story. That has never been the whole story.
Never been the whole story. Let you know that it's been lies told since 1934. What? That's called, how you say it? Systemic racism. Right. That's what it is. That's systemic racism to its fullest. They got the power to change the history books. They got the power to brainwash the minds of the masses to actually believe that Columbus was a peaceful man. To actually believe that when Columbus got here, the discovery of the land had not yet happened.
Right.
That's power, man.
And they move that way through popular persuasion. That's how they do it.
That's power.
Exactly how they do it.
That's some powerful
niggatry.
Crackatry.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The caucasity.
Oh, there you go. Caucasity. The caucasity of the Caucasians. The caucasity of those Caucasians. That's some powerful caucasity right there.
Right.
And I like that. Go ahead. That's some powerful caucasity. Go ahead.
Those explorers ushered in a wave of devastation for tribal nations.
Murder, rape. Matter of fact, let's read some.
Pillaging.
Go to Leviticus. Let's read some. Chapter 26. Let's read some. Go back to the article real quick so we can get the context. What's the article? Yep. And it says they ushered in a wave of devastation, right? Go to Leviticus chapter 26. I want you to read verse 15.
The book of Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments,
if we break God's commandments, if we hate God's commandments, put us back on the screen. Go ahead.
So that ye will not do all my commandments,
go ahead,
but that ye break my covenant.
You break God's covenant. Come on.
I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning
agu. Go ahead.
Agu, that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart.
Jump to verse 17.
Verse 17.
So here's the devastation that the white man brought to America.
Bring it out.
So-called America. Go ahead.
And I will set my face against you.
And the Lord say, I will set my face against you. Read on.
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
God says those that will kill you will be your enemies. All people that will kill you will be your enemies. Why? Because we have broke God's commandments.
Right.
That devastation that Columbus brought was the face of God. When the Lord said, I shall set my face against thee, that means that I'm pissed off with you. The judgment that comes upon you is me bringing them upon you. That's
right.
That devastation. Read on.
They that hate you,
they that hate us,
shall reign over you.
Go ahead.
And ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
And we shall flee when no man pursueth us. Read on.
And if ye will not yet for all this hearken unto me,
which we did not,
then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins.
Watch this. The Lord said He's gonna punish us 7 times more for our sins. Jump to go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And I want you to read verse 58.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 58.
Bring it out.
If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God.
The Lord thy God. Watch this.
Then the Lord will make the plagues wonderful.
What were some plagues that was brought to this side of the world?
Yeah, smallpox.
Smallpox.
Yeah,
Bring it out.
You had the
you had chicken pox.
What they call what was that black
yellow fever, malaria, whatever it's called, syphilis. STDs were brought here by the white man. STDs were brought by white people, yes.
Lice as well.
Lice was brought by white people, yes.
Right.
That's why they ass get lice.
Right.
That's why they get quarantined. Hey, the first quarantine I ever seen happen was a white little girl that came to school with lice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they had the quarantine.
Nasty.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. They would have said, don't send your kids to school with lice.
Damn.
Because that lice can spread.
That's
I'll take one little bug.
That's crazy.
Next thing you know, it's a infestation of lice throughout the preschool.
Yep.
Why?
Damn.
Who brought it? White people. Who brought these plagues? White people. Why? Because remember, the Lord said, I'm going to set my face against you, right? And ye shall be slain before your enemies, and they shall rule over you. The Lord's face, his anger was exhibited by the destruction of the white man.
That's a cold precept.
That's what that is. So read on.
Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues.
So it says the plagues of thy seed. What is thy seed? Thy crazy. Children. Yep. Thy children's children will be what? Plagued. Syphilis, hepatitis, AIDS, HIV, cancer, heart disease. Our people, man, the so-called Native Americans, they wasn't dying from cancer before the white man got in.
Right.
They wasn't dying from heart disease, bro. They was living to be 90, 100 some years old. Bring it out. All of the elders were old.
Yep. Yeah, right.
You never had an elder that was only 40 years old.
Right.
Like today, your grandma is 40 years old. Damn. Your great grandma is 50 years old.
60.
Right. Your great grandma is 65.
What?
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, that's great. That's some crazy stuff. Your mama is only what? 12 years older than you.
Halfway.
Right. She had you, she was 12.
Kids having kids.
I'm to be real, bro. Back then it wasn't like that.
Right.
Back then the elders were actually elderly.
Right.
Why? Because they lived a long time. They knew they was in tune with the land.
Yep.
They was in tune with the plants and the vegetables.
They had
and
much
animals.
experience.
They had much wisdom.
Yeah.
Much experience, much wisdom, much understanding of how the earth creates life.
Right.
You know, we had that. We had that in the old times.
That's right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like in the book of Deuteronomy, the book of Numbers, the Lord taught us how to appreciate the earth. He taught us that.
Exactly.
We don't.
And of long continuance and sore sicknesses.
Jump down to verse 61.
Verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague.
So here's another plague the white man brought. Read on.
Which is not written in the book of this law.
God says every sickness and every plague which is not written in the Bible, read.
Them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
COVID-19. The vid. HIV.
Right.
Was created by the white man. Gonorrhea. STDs created by the white man. Herpes created by the white man.
Chlamydia.
All of it created by your friendly neighborhood white man.
Oh, that's nasty.
The same one that wave at you every time you drive.
Man, what they call it? Zoonosis?
Yeah, zoonosis.
Zoonosis.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They take animals, splice their DNA and all types of crap.
Put in all kind of stuff and
create a disease and let it loose to kill the masses.
That's wicked.
But they give themselves the cure.
Right. Yup.
They don't die from it.
For real.
That's why they've been creating that for centuries. Go ahead.
And then you got to ask yourself this. How many years we've had the common cold? And they can't cure that, but they can cure COVID-19 all of a sudden?
Like that. And COVID-19 actually killed more people than the cold.
Right.
I mean, COVID-19 more deadly than the You get the common cold, you just know, bro, I got a cold, bro. I'll be all right.
What?
You just got to
go drink some soup.
Yeah, you good, man. I mean, but you could have a cold and don't have a fever. You don't feel, you just got a little cold. Your nose a little stuffy, that's all. And they still can't cure that.
Come on now, dog.
That's weird.
You got babies 4 months old to 90 years old that catches the cold. That don't even make sense.
Right.
The Lord said, I'm gonna put plagues upon your seed. So go back to the article. So these are the devastation of the tribal nations that were brought upon them by the so-called white man. Read on.
Perpetrating violence, stealing land, and spreading disease.
We just read that.
Right.
And spreading disease. All the diseases that was prophesied to happen in the Bible was brought upon the Native American Indians and the so-called Hispanics by the white man. Come on.
We must not shy away from this shameful past, and we must shed light on it and do.
Hey, and maybe y'all think this is a hate white people campaign. No, this is your vice president, Kamala Harris, that's saying that white people brought diseases to America.
Right.
This is your vice president. This ain't us. Bring it out.
We must shed light on it and do everything we can to address the impact of the past on Native communities today. All this coming, speaking of genocidal practices, from the vice president was too much for Fox News. On Fox News Primetime, host Rachel Campos Duffy and Jesse Waters devoted a segment of their program to call out the vice president for saying America should reckon with its shameful past. Campos Duffy was joined by her husband, former Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy, Fox News contributor, to defend the lost Voyager. Soon their defense of Columbus turned into an attack Native Americans.
What?
So their defense of Columbus, they said what? Turned into an attack, right? On Native American people.
Come on now.
Go ahead.
Hell no.
So what they say? Read on.
Christopher Columbus, by the way, is the first victim of cancel culture.
Bring it out.
Campus Duffy said, and then...
Hold up. We ain't gonna skip past that part.
Oh, man.
We are not gonna skip past that part. They say Christopher Columbus, by the way, is the first victim of cancel culture. Can we look up cancel culture, please? Let's see.
Bring it out.
Let's see if Christopher Columbus is a victim of cancel culture.
A victim of anything.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Of anything.
Look up cancel culture for us, please.
That's funny.
That's fine. Yep, right there. Go ahead and read that.
Cancel culture, or call-out culture, is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles.
Go ahead.
What?
Whether it be online or social media or in person.
You talk about like how they try to do Dave Chappelle?
Exactly.
Right.
Those subject to this ostracism are said to have been canceled. The expression cancel culture has most negative connotations and is used in debates on free speech and censorship. The notion of cancel culture is a variant on the term call-out culture and constitutes a form of boycotting or shunning involving an individual, often a celebrity.
What's this?
Who is deemed to have acted or spoken in a questionable or controversial manner.
So the question is, did Christopher Columbus act or speak in a questionable or controversial matter?
Come on.
How about genocide?
Come on now.
Is that a questionable matter?
Right.
How about rape?
Right.
Is that a questionable matter? How about theft? Is that a questionable matter? How about bringing diseases upon a whole nother nation that had nothing to do with you? We were at peace.
That's crazy.
Is that a questionable manner?
Right.
I think so. I think it is.
That's
so
right.
Christopher Columbus ain't got nothing to do with cancel culture. His ass did genocide, murder, rape, theft, what brought diseases to this land. His ass just need to be destroyed.
Exactly.
The whole Columbus Day form needs to be thrown out in the trash.
And that's the thing. They trying to defend him by saying he is a victim, the first victim of cancel culture.
How, Sway?
How? Don't even make sense.
Come on now. Really?
How can he be a victim when he was the murderer?
When he was he's the one that caused it.
So how can the murderer be the victim and the murderer? That makes no sense.
Damn.
To be a murderer, there's got to be a what? A victim.
Exactly.
Right.
He was the murderer. He had nothing to do with the victim. The person he murdered was the victim.
Exactly.
Bring it out.
That's crazy.
The person he stole and took to Spain was the victim.
Come on, man.
The millions of Native American Indians that the white people killed, the conquistadors and the Spaniards, murdered by the millions, those were the victims.
Right.
Damn.
So that go to show you they agree with what he did.
Oh yeah, of
They
course.
definitely agree.
They know
with
each
Of
it.
course, they got to. They got to agree because they know without Christopher Columbus and what he did, what the people that came with him did, there would not be white America today.
Right.
There would not be a president. There would not be white people ruling. None of that.
Right.
He was their forefather. He was the beginning of white rulership in America, on Osiris.
Right. On Osiris.
He was the beginning of a white rulership on Osiris. And since that day, white people have never given up the authority of rulership.
Yep.
Bring it out. That's why they have to commemorate. Did I say the right word? Commemorate Christopher Columbus.
Right.
Why? Because he was the beginning of white rulership. Any white ruler that wants to continue to rule always reverence what?
Their leader.
The previous ruler.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's why America, they took from Rome and Greece.
Yep.
Why? Because they understood, okay, we're going to do how Rome did and Greece. We're going to mingle that thing together to be a powerhouse.
Yep.
Bring it out. That's what you do. Go ahead. Go back to article.
Honoring their forefathers.
Exactly. The former congressman suggested liberals judge Native Americans by their past too. They burned villages, raped women, seized children.
How do they know this? How do they know this? They wasn't even here.
What?
How do they know these things to be true? They wasn't here. Go ahead.
Took the people they defeated, took their land, scalped people. The ex-Republican congressman said, it was a horrible time all across the globe.
Hey, hold on. See, I like what you just said. How do they know that? They was not there. Hey, watch this. Hey, the images I sent you, right? Post up the picture of that book real quick, and then go through those 3 pages that I sent you real quick. We're gonna go through very fast. We ain't gonna be too long on that, just to show you that Esau the damn devil the Bible speak of. They lie through their teeth, and they expect everybody to believe them in their lie. Watch that. Post that real quick. This is a book that we got from what's the name of the place? What's the name of the museum? We went to a museum.
It was a fort.
Okay.
Museum.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here in Colorado. It's called Indians and Immigrants: Encounters on the Overland Trails by Michael L. Tate. Go ahead and read that, soldier. Go to the first page. It should have underlines on it. Here we go. Zoom in. That page is dark as heck. Nah, that's that right there. Okay, read that. Read the underline.
Even as late as the Second Seminole War of 1835-41, a popular pamphlet entitled Captivity and Suffering of Miss Mason drew upon the earlier themes of captivity, narratives to create support for a punitive campaign against the barbaric Indians of Florida. Although the tale was apparently fictitious.
See, it's a tale and it was fake. Read on.
It typified a 200-year tradition of vilifying American Indians through literary treatments.
So what they're saying is they made the natives of the land seem like the villains through literature, through their stories, through lying, through popular persuasion. What? They made the world believe that the natives of the land here were aggressive, were killing, were raping, were scalping. Through books, they wrote it, but people believed it. They never seen it with their own eyes. Read on.
The captivity narratives created an early predisposition to view American Indians harshly.
Read on.
But they were not the only literary tradition that affected popular viewpoints.
Go to the next one. Watch this. Because when it comes down to it, they lie through their teeth. They lie through their teeth, and they all believe the lie. They all believe the lie that the so-called Native Americans here on this land were savages.
Yep.
Go
Savages.
ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead. Now here go. Here's the read that real quick.
Trail guidebooks.
What page is this?
This is page 9 on the book. Read this is a trail guide, but this is what they used to use basically to how to navigate through the Americas. Read that.
Although these guidebooks led readers to believe that they had been carefully prepared by men who had been on the trails, had experienced the unique environmental problems, and had written knowledgeably about exact conditions, readers often found the information to be unreliable.
So this is what it is, right? They will sell these trail books to other colonizers. They would sell them and they would read them and be like, okay, these men actually been through this. So they know it. So by the time they get to that position where they reading about it, they're like, hold up, this don't make no sense. Now they realizing they cannot rely on the information that they're writing.
Yeah, because they've been lying.
Right.
Exactly.
There's some damn lies. Now go to the last one. Go to the last one.
So what you're saying is that the thought of the so-called Native American Indians were actually false details.
All of it.
To make them believe that the Native Indians were savages,
right?
Were evil. They deserved to be murdered.
Exactly.
That's the thought. The thought that the white man put in everybody's head is that Christopher Columbus came and saved the day.
A hero. He was
saved the day.
Yep.
Amazing.
He saw the damn devil.
That's some evil stuff.
He saw the damn devil.
They still doing
The
that
hell
to
is
this
this?
day. Because look at Disney. Disney perpetuates the Native Americans looking this way, that way.
Right.
They say, "Oh, hey, the white man came over here. He was doing some stuff, but in the end, he's the hero."
Right. Yep. Hey, watch this. Pull up the last picture of the book. This is page 94. Read that.
Bradbury described the widespread ritualistic practice in his subsequent book, and he concluded that no people on earth discharged the duties of hospitality with more cordial goodwill than the Indians.
So he went throughout all the tribes and said, "Hey, you know what? All y'all the same. All y'all have y'all. Nobody on the face of this earth gives hospitality and more peaceful,
hospitable,
right? Or hospitable, like you,
like the Native Indians.
That's crazy.
Right? Hey, that's heavy.
That's crazy.
That's
Hey, can I get a script real quick, Cap? Let me get Psalms 58 real quick. This is amazing, man. Esau, they some damn devils. Psalms 55 and verse 20.
55 and verse 20, sir?
55 and verse 20.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant.
You hear that? Because Bradbury described, and this is an actual Edomite, he described that he went to the lands and seen these different tribes.
Right.
Bradbury actually said it himself and wrote it in the book. So now when it comes down to it, the scriptures is living and breathing. Read that again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
So all the natives, or the so-called natives of the land, were peaceful. They were not rapists, murderers, scalpers. They weren't doing that. It's just like this, right? If you back me into a corner, you're not going to expect me to fight back. If you try to kill me, you're not going to expect me to defend myself. So that's exactly what was happening.
So what they did was, damn, that's heavy. So what they did was they categorized Native Americans as evil for fighting back.
For defending
themselves.
Yep.
And you know who else do that? The police do that today.
Damn.
Oh, man.
The white man does that same thing. Yeah, stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
Damn. Like, damn, bro. I'm trying to resist, but I can't breathe.
You whooping my ass.
Bro, anybody that's getting choked out is gonna try to fight to get air.
Right.
And they take that as I'm trying to assault. No, I'm trying to breathe.
Right. For real.
They do the same thing today.
That's
they do
crazy.
the same thing today.
Hey,
go to the next because what you I think you said it, Gadiel. You said was that damn, I missed it. They give off they portray the Native Indians as savages, right? That they were barbarians, right?
On the cartoon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now watch it. This is a real life. Go to the next one. This is what's going on in your schools. This is what your kids are seeing in the schools, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, play that thing.
Oh, look! Okay. I just ran into the rock god.
So this is a reenactment of a racist white devil. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. White women are worse than white men. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
That's right.
White women are even more racist than white men.
Right.
Bring it. I'm gonna tell y'all straight. White women were responsible for millions of blacks and Hispanics being murdered and lynched.
That's right.
Say what? Off of lies, off of deceit.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight, man. You brothers out that like to deal with these white women. I'm telling you ain't making it.
Right.
You ain't making it.
Stop it.
You are sleeping with
Get some
the enemy.
help. Right.
You are sleeping with the enemy.
Damn.
Literally. Go ahead.
He spit out. This is just too funny.
She said, "Oh, no, this is too fun." Go ahead.
Beautiful rocks. Which my children painted. I pulled them out of my pantry. No, wait, no, but the rock god did this. Thank you, rock god, for these beautiful
So she think it's funny.
Yeah, she making a joke out of it.
water goddess.
Water
Again,
goddess.
I ask you, please tell me what it is. Please. Right here. Because obviously this is
Obviously, this is ridiculous. Hold up, pause it. Think about it, y'all. This is what they're teaching in the schools, man.
Right.
This is what they're teaching that the so-called Native Indians were like before the white man got here.
Right.
She said, "Oh, this is obviously ridiculous. The rock god, the water goddess."
There's no way they could have been living like this.
Right. Oh, this is so ridiculous.
Dog.
This is so enjoyable. I love doing this. In school, man, this is what they're teaching. Go ahead.
Tomahawks. Okay. So got to what? 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 So got to what?
Stop it. I want y'all to see on the back, right? They got a screen. Basically, she's doing a whole class. You can understand what's going on right here.
Right.
She's teaching a class about Native Indians. And this is what they're teaching.
That's crazy.
This is the knowledge that they're giving our people about Native Indians.
How is that different from blackface?
How?
There is no difference.
There is no difference. The same thing. She should be fired and thrown into the pit of hell.
Exactly.
Thrown into.
That's right.
She should be thrown. She should be lynched.
Right. She should be put on the post and burnt.
For real. She should be burnt alive. Hold on. To show an example of what not to ever do.
Right. And she a math teacher at that. You ain't got no damn business teaching nothing.
Real house.
God damn.
Bro, but you gotta understand something, right? Now, we don't condone violence, y'all. We don't condone violence.
Come on, man.
We're just upset that she has the audacity.
Right.
And watch this. I wanted to be a teacher before, right?
Oh, Lord.
I did. I wanted to be a teacher before everything. When I went to college, I wanted to be a teacher. I figure, we don't have enough black men in the school system, which is correct. We don't have enough black men. We have black coaches, but we don't have black teachers. That's another story. But as a teacher, you have to sit down and come up with a curriculum. They call it teacher planning.
Teacher planning. Yep.
And that planning has to be reviewed by a supervisor.
What? So you saying they reviewed
hold up. We're going to go deep in this thing.
Oh, damn.
Teachers cannot just teach their own thing. Right. That's why a lot of teachers, they quit or they leave because they don't. It's a whole career. The teacher gets a curriculum through the year.
Right.
Beforehand, during the summer, they get a curriculum.
Right.
This is what you need to be teaching this week. This week. They have a planner.
Oh, so that's what they do in the summer while the kids is working.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, a lot of the summer is, they don't have no school, but they still working.
Right.
Because they planning for the upcoming year. That's why teachers still get paid in the summer.
Okay.
They don't work at the schools, but they still get paid in the summer.
Hey,
yeah.
I know that.
They planning throughout the whole. They planning for the rest of the year.
Right.
And in that, you have a curriculum to go by. That's why a lot of teachers they get fed up with the school system because that curriculum is fast paced.
Right.
So this week we go through history book chapters 1 through 20. The next week, chapters 21 through 30. If you miss that first week, I cannot wait for you. I have to keep going.
Right.
That's where that school to prison pipeline comes into play.
Right.
But that's another topic. But in this curriculum, it says Native American history for Columbus Day.
Right.
And you have to come up with a game plan.
Right.
That plan now has to be approved by a supervisor, by someone that's over you. Every grade, like 5th grade, 6th grade, 4th grade, they all have like a, what do they call it? Like a teacher that teacher advisory. Right. So they basically look over everybody's plans.
Right.
And they approve them. This was approved, y'all. This was approved to be taught about Native Indians.
That's cool.
Damn. Somebody looked over this and said, oh man,
that's interesting.
No, don't say interesting. That's factual.
That was
right.
dumb as hell.
Right.
What you got to teach them is factual.
Somebody co-signed that.
Yeah, somebody co-signed this crap.
Why she ain't canceled yet?
Right.
This is questionable. What is it? This is a questionable. Damn, what was it, man?
Nah, it was. They just said it on what we just looked up.
Wikipedia on cancel culture. Don't worry about it. Go back to it. This is what they portray so-called Native Indians as. Go back to it. There's all white people in there. And watch this, pause it. This dude that's recording, he's a so-called Native American Indian.
Right.
And he found it so offensive. He said he got so angry that he had to record it because he felt like it was a attack on his life or something like that.
Right.
Damn. So he said, you know what? I got to record this. Everybody else in there is white.
Laughing.
You
hear him in the background.
Oh,
just get hit in the head.
Like damn donkeys. Go ahead, play it.
Home. And I get all of my feathers. There we go.
Throw a rock at her.
Look at that. Pause it. Everybody's laughing. You got a sister like, what the hell's going on? Everybody's back there like, what the hell is wrong with this chick?
Standing on desks and tables, and
she must be on some drugs or something.
Right.
She got
God is not going to hold you guilty for that?
Come on, play it. Look at her. Look at the sister. She like, whoa, what the hell is going on?
You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Come on, man.
Oh man! This hurt my toe.
Judgment. Should have fell off. trying to basically show
she didn't literally earn
like,
until she's making fun.
That's crazy, bro.
She's joking on the
That's
Israelites,
crazy.
the so-called Native American Indians. This is what they're teaching our kids in these schools.
Trying to show them gang is a savage.
That's what they're teaching.
That's what they show.
What they're saying is that every other way outside of the white way is not the right way.
Right.
You better shut your white mouth.
Damn, that was bars. Every other way outside the white way is not the right way.
If it ain't white, it ain't
right.
Damn. Hey, that's the class. If it ain't white, it ain't right. Native American edition. Hey, these some devils, y'all. These some damn devils. All right, y'all. We're gonna go on a quick break. We're going on a quick break, and like I said, we got something in store for you. You Julites that watch this show. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Hey, but on a short note, that's what the natives are about, to disprove all the crap that Esau got.
Yeah, and this bull crap. Like you just put the book. Right.
Exactly.
You put the book that they said they wouldn't act like that. It was hospitable.
Right.
You gotta understand something. You gotta understand something. There's no way barbarians can take care of a whole continent.
Bring it out for centuries.
For centuries.
There's no way that inhumane people can take care of a continent for centuries. Where the animals that were on the land, there were no such things as extinction.
Right.
There's no such thing as diseases. There's no such thing as, high blood pressure, stuff like that. Barbarians, no way barbarians could understand a way not to die from sickness.
Hell no.
No way.
For real.
Only barbarians will be the ones that bring sickness to a healthy people.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
Barbarians will be the one that actually kills off the livestock of the land,
right,
due to over consumption of food.
Yep.
That's a barbarian.
That's a bomb job.
But the barbarians are ones that has no concept of life, no concept of love, no concept of humanity.
Right.
That's a barbarian.
They're the ones bring the animal cruelty.
Yeah.
The inhumane how they treat other humans.
Yeah. No love for your fellow man.
At all.
That's a barbarian. For you to take a baby out of his mother's womb, dash him against the stone.
Yep.
That takes a barbarian mindset.
That's right.
It takes a barbarian mindset to have a contest on who can swipe off a head of a Native Indian in one stroke.
Right.
That's a barbarian.
Damn.
Why don't they teach that in the schools? The barbarians are the same people that came on the side of the planet.
Yep.
Off the boat.
Yep.
That's right.
And you done messed up now because we know how to read.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we're bringing it out on the natives.
It's done. It's over. It's over for you. It's over for you. So if you want to cancel anything, cancel white barbarism.
There you go.
There you go.
Right. With that, we're going to take a break.
Shalom. Shalom.
All praises. Welcome back. You are tuned in to the Natives Hour,
home of the 10 tribes.
That's right. Captain Gaddy to my right.
Officer Uriel.
To my left.
Soldier Gadiel.
All right, we're going to get right into it. Let's pull it up. What we got. See how ugly that looks. Go ahead, read, bro.
Oh, Lord. Why go on here?
Go ahead and read, man. Read it, man. Just read it.
Pfizer to vaccinate entire Brazilian city as part of COVID-19 study. Pfizer will jab everyone over the age of 12.
Yeah, you blew it up at least. Yeesh. Come on.
Pfizer will jab everyone over the age of 12 in the Brazilian city of Toledo. as part of a study measuring the safety and effectiveness of its COVID-19 vaccine.
So hold up, wait a minute.
That's crazy.
Go to the article I just sent, please.
Go to that. 'Cause that is crazy. Of a study, so we're just gonna jab everybody. You get a jab.
My thing is, I thought the study had already been done. That's
Right.
That's why the vaccine was approved.
Yep.
Why is now a study being done after the approving of a vaccine? That makes no sense.
Yep.
Something's wrong.
Oh yeah, something right.
They put the cart before the horse.
And not just a study, but a study on humans. Usually vaccines get studies on what? Animals.
What?
So why is there a study being done on humans after the approving of the vaccine?
Come on now, dog.
Something ain't right. Go ahead.
Come on, man.
Go ahead and read it.
Pfizer study to vaccinate whole Brazilian town against COVID-19. Pfizer Inc. will study the effectiveness of its vaccine against COVID-19 by inoculating the entire population over the age of 12 in a town in southern Brazil, the company said on Wednesday. The study will be conducted in Toledo, population 143,000 in the west of Paraná state, together with Brazil's national vaccination program, local health authorities, a hospital, and a federal university.
What? A federal university. The study will be concluded in Toledo. 143,000 population. Every last one of them will get the jab. Forcibly. Keep going. Watch this.
Pfizer, which developed the vaccine with German partner BioNTech SE, said the purpose was to study transmission of the coronavirus in a real life scenario after the population has been vaccinated.
What are they saying, y'all? They're saying that even after vaccination, you still will be spreading the virus.
Exactly.
Damn. Go back up.
Vaccine ain't doing nothing.
Even after the vaccination, they're studying transmission of the virus. How can there be a transmission of a virus if every single person in that society is vaccinated? How? That makes no sense.
So what this is a qualitative versus a quantitative study.
Right.
What?
Quantitative in numbers, quality by way of trend.
What are you talking about,
There
man?
you go. It's all bullcrap.
Exactly. They're lying.
They're lying. And they're blatantly showing you that they are doing studies on transmission from people who has the vaccine. That's amazing, bro. How can I transmit COVID? How can I pass it to you if we've both been vaccinated?
Exactly.
They let you know something going on.
Something's wrong.
Something going on. They say, oh, damn, something's going on. Let's do a study in Brazil. Let's go to a small city in Brazil with 143,000 of Brazilians who God calls Asher, right?
Right.
Asher, by the way.
Right.
You are the Israelites. Bring it out. Let's go down there and do this study.
Right.
Let's do this study where nobody wants to go. Let's do this study behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors.
And see if the virus is transmittable even with vaccination.
That's how you know we the people. That's how you know we the real Israelites.
That's right.
So when it comes down to it, they're not trying to go to South Korea, North Korea, or any of these type of what you call them places that's by themselves, that's isolated.
Secluded.
What's secluded? They ain't trying to go to none of these places to try to test on our people.
What?
I'm saying on their people, on other nations. They're trying to test on our people.
Always us.
How you know? How you know that we are the real Jews? We're the Israelites.
Exactly.
That's right. Go back to the article.
Go ahead, read.
Pfizer, which developed the vaccine with German partner BioNTech SE, said the purpose was to study transmission of the coronavirus in a real-life scenario after the population has been vaccinated. The initiative is the first and only of its kind to be undertaken in collaboration with a pharmaceutical company in a developing country.
In a that
sounds familiar.
Hold up. The way the words have been used.
Yeah.
Developing country means a low income country. That means high poverty. That's what developing country means.
Exactly.
High poverty, low wages, stuff like that. That's what a developing country. So basically, they going to the worst They go to the ghettos,
exactly,
slums to vaccinate, to experiment on God's people.
Come on now, dog.
Don't that sound like what Bill Gates was trying to do?
Exactly
what he did.
He was trying to go
exactly what he did.
Trying to go to Africa to test.
That's exactly what he did.
Right.
He did that. He did the same thing with AIDS, with HIV. Right. Did the same thing with the what they call the mosquito bite? Ebola.
Yep.
Did the same thing.
H1N1, all that.
Go ahead, read.
A similar study was conducted by the Butantan Institute of the Brazil's leading biomedical research centers in the smaller town of Sarana in São Paulo state. That trial tested the CoronaVac shot developed by China's Sinovac Biotech Ltd.
What?
In May, Butantan said mass vaccination had reduced COVID-19 death by 95% in the town with a population of 45,000.
Yeah, but watch this. Watch this. They reduced the death rate by 95% in a town that only had 2 deaths with COVID.
Oh, man.
What?
How you reduce the 95% when nobody died from COVID? You see, they throw that number out there, man, to confuse you, to make you believe that everybody getting vaccinated spares you from death.
Right.
No, if that was the case, why they got to do a study on transmittable COVID vaccine after COVID-19 after vaccination?
Right.
What?
Yep.
They lie on themselves within the article. Go ahead.
The Institute is considering extending the study for a 3rd dose.
Wait a minute. A 3rd dose? What? Tell you, man, we are being tested on, y'all.
Another one.
We are being tested on. We are the lab rats.
Right.
They have skipped the animal. They have skipped the animal testing, and now the humans are the animals now.
Come on, man.
The humans are the animal testing now.
Yep.
And who they doing it to? God's people.
That's right.
You'll never see an article about them going to no white community and doing a test to see if people are still transmitting COVID after vaccination.
The hell is this?
You'll never see that.
Never.
It's only in so-called black and so-called brown communities. That's
Bring it
out.
Here we believe in science and we lament the almost 600,000 deaths from COVID-19 in Brazil. Toledo Mayor Beto Luniti said at a news conference announcing the Pfizer study. There is little anti-vaccine resistance in Toledo, where 98% of the population have had a first dose, mainly of the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. AstraZeneca's COVID-19 shot and Sinovac's have also been used there. Municipal Health Secretary Gabriela Kukarski said, adding that 56% are fully vaccinated.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I'm reading this, right? Sister Valerie says, vaccine does not prevent COVID. It just lessens the severity of it. I would even say that's a lie. I would even say that's a lie. Why? Because you got some people, many people that have taken these vaccines, taken these jabs, and have actually developed things that they have never ever had before.
Exactly.
Damn! Give me that video. Give me the video I posted. And to get ready, because what they bringing out is woo! Y'all better stay tuned. FCN coming up next, and they got some fire. I ain't gonna say how I know.
That's right.
Go ahead. We gonna end on this video. Go ahead.
Heart flutters, blah blah blah. And I said, yeah. I noticed within a few days of receiving the vaccine, I was getting mildly short of breath. Didn't think too much about it. You know, still training hard twice a day, most days. Anyway, they had a cardiologist come in his probes for an ECG, come back, said I had an irregular heartbeat and rhythm. They proceeded to take me through to another room where they pumped me full of something and they put me in a machine and checked everything. And they then informed me I developed pericarditis, which is a bit of a shock, considering I've only had one vaccine. Then dealing with the cardiologist, she's also informed me I've got some scarring of the heart. And
scarring of the heart now.
linked it.
This dude say he been exercising for years, him and his wife, good. Now he got scarring of the heart.
How, Sway?
Go ahead.
To the vaccine. And also my partner has developed myocarditis. We're both fit, we both train a lot, so it's very shocking.
Damn. So, hey, more of the story is, y'all, be careful, man. If you got to take this thing, you better pray and fast about it.
That's right.
Pray and fast, man, that the Lord got you, because at the end of the day, the players ain't going to touch the prophets of the Lord, the elect.
right.
That's right.
The elect of God will not be consumed. All right? So, all praise to the Most High. We got FCN coming up next.
That's right.
Give all the shout-outs, man. Give all the shout-outs.
So when it comes down to it,
hey, we want to make sure you donate to the Booster Club. All right. Make sure you if you got things. Oh, also Israel, make sure we storing up our pantries.
That's right.
oh yeah,
All right, school pantries and also your own individual pantries.
Yep.
Make sure you have enough water. You know, they say you're supposed to have like 3 gallons per person or something like that,
I want to say yes, sir.
or a gallon per person for 3 days. Make sure that you have that.
That famine coming.
It's coming,
That's
man.
right.
I've seen pictures where the whole store is gone.
Emptied.
Cargo ships
Flip-
outside of the
gone,
U.S.
man.
Flipped in the ocean.
We ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait. Just wait. You know what's going to happen? This one is going to come. Just wait when a disaster happens. That's when you're going to see.
Damn.
Just wait till a damn snowstorm or a hurricane or a tornado or something happens or a quarantine or a stay home, what they call it, stay home mandate. Wait till something like that happens.
Everybody going to rush to the store.
Then you going to see.
Yep.
Because a lot of us, we don't see. A lot of us ain't been to the store in a while. We just see pictures online. But just wait till that day, till that thing happens, that pops this, sets everything off. Then you're going to see how much of a family we in. So don't wait.
Right.
Don't wait. Like Bishop say, don't pigeon shop.
For real.
You better shop like months in advance.
Yep.
All right. So all praise to the Most High. Let's give it up for the IT team.
The IT guys.
All right.
The IT team.
That's enough. You turned me down to turn the applause.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you see this?
Hey, you know, I was just trying to talk.
Turn my mic
I was
off.
trying to talk.
He turned all the mics low so his applause can go up.
Damn.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, bro.
I couldn't even talk on the mic. I was trying to talk, but you couldn't.
Hey, y'all, pray for us here, man. Pray for us here, man. Y'all pray for us, right? So I'm praise to the Most High.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Hey, stay tuned. Got FCN